Yeah, Matt, I really do. Royalty indeed. I'm really excited to be here in the kitchen with Ashley Flagg from the Laurel. Congratulations. We've got this beautiful trophy right in the center. You're just named Chef of the Year at the Crazies. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Of course, we're going to cook here, but I also want to hear more about your reaction and everything like that.
Yeah, it was really lovely. So many amazing chefs and amazing people in that room. So to be acknowledged in a room full of your peers, and it's really an acknowledgement of what our staff has done over the last year. Chef of the Year, but without my staff, absolutely nothing. So it's a really good acknowledgement for them.
Yeah, a lot of hard work has gone into it. We're making Wagyu beef Wagyu skewers.
Yeah, so this
got some yummy sauce over there too.
Yep. So this is a Greek dish, souvlaki, which is a skewer. We love skewers. Every every culture in the world kind of has a skewer. Where my family's from in Basque Country, to the north of Spain, we have pinchos. There's yakitori. The Greek have souvlaki. All sorts of versions of this same dish out there in the world. So it's really approachable because every culture has something very similar.
So what cut of meat would you use?
So what we use at the restaurant is a Wagyu flank, and we use rosewood, which is a domestic Wagyu, and it's a mix of two breeds. So Wagyu is a Japanese cattle, and then they mix Black Angus. They breed with Black Angus.
Okay.
So it's a domestic beef that we're using, but it's inspired by Japanese, how the Japanese raise their cattle and their breed.
So you just seasoned it a little bit?
We just marinate it overnight. We season it with salt and pepper on the pickup. We marinate it overnight in a little bit of garlic confit, some rosemary, a little bit of chili in there, and then just a little bit of dry oregano and some mustard. Super simple. And then when we serve it, we serve it with a little bit of a grilled lemon on the side. At the restaurant, we pick this up on the grill, so it gets a little bit more of a char on it. And then we serve it with this whipped feta, which is just whipped feta, a very good amount of honey, again, a little bit of chili, nothing too crazy. And then we serve it with a date and seed salad that also has a little bit of olives in it. This is really one of my favorite all-time toppings. It's really delicious. There's a little bit of capers in there too, so a nice little bit of salt. And then we add our ancho chili jus, which we use in multiple places on the menu. It's a good way for us to utilize all the chicken bones that we accumulate by butchering our chickens, and all our beef scrap that we accumulate by butchering our beef. So we basically just make a chicken stock, and then we fortify it with a little bit of wine, some ancho chilies, some more seasonings. That goes right over the top with a little bit more honey. Super simple dish. Everything we do at the restaurant is super simple. Something somebody's grandma would do, but it's just from all over the world. That's it.
Well, it's interesting you say something that somebody's grandmother would do. I have to ask, because you draw a lot of inspiration from your grandmother.
I do.
You spent a lot of time with her growing up.
Yeah, she was an amazing cook. I mean, I'm very spoiled in terms of cuisine that I grew up with. My grandmother is from Basque Country in northern Spain, which is very famous for their, culinary culture. But she also, after the war, lived in Mexico and Nicaragua, and then moved to the U.S. kind of around when all American housewives were learning how to cook from Julia Child. So I also grew up with a lot of French cuisine as well. My mom's French-Canadian, my stepdad's British, good melding. And now I get to work with people from all over the world and just learn about all their different cuisines, which is where dishes like this come up. I love to learn about what everybody else's grandma cooked for them, or whoever that person is for them. Maybe it's not your grandma. My mom, I should say, and I will put it out there, is also a very excellent cook, and I learned a ton from my mom as well.
Yeah, don't want to hit mom.
No.
But you meld the flavors so incredibly well.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly nothing.
Flavors of different cultures.
Yeah, we really just like to showcase what we can do with local produce and just add it into cuisines from around the world. So, for example, we've done like a samtam, which is usually a green papaya slaw that you see in You know, there's similar things in Thai, Vietnamese culture, cuisine, and we'll do it with like apples or pears that we get.
I'm going to pass that over. We're going to get an up-close look before we wrap things up. We want to mention that you are open for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
Yeah, we're open Christmas
delicious.
Eve for dinner, New Year's Eve for dinner. New Year's Eve, come hang out with us till midnight, watch the ball drop. We're excited to have you. We also have our event space open now. We can do parties up to 40 for events in that room. And we can, really excited.
You do it all. And I want to mention that you're going to be at Gather 55 for January.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time, but I'm just so glad we got some of your time.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. It's always great to have you. We're so happy for you here.
Thank you.
Symphony, back over to you.